Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's having a great morning. I just took my pills right now because I am super hyper focused right now on trying to making sure that I am doing everything right. Ow, pain in the side. With this mic on, I can't really brush my hair like I wanted to. I wanted to braid my hair on stream and calm myself down a little bit. It's been getting a little bit difficult right now to be mindful and focus on my breathing. My mind is racing a million miles a minute right now, and I can't really focus on one specific emotion. Everybody all just woke up, and we're all kind of trying to figure out what are these emotions that we're feeling. Um, I made a TikTok about how I want to dye my hair green, and Amelia's telling me that that's probably not a good idea because dyeing your hair, you can't really go back to work if you dye your hair. But I think I would look pretty good as a green or a blonde. I love my brunette hair. I really do. So I'd like to keep the top half of it. I might do like a peekaboo of a green so that way you can see probably like this much of hair is going to be green. But yeah, I was doing that. Um, I wanted to do a little bit of talk therapy. I made some phone calls earlier and I left some messages, so hopefully people get back to me. If not, then I'll make sure Jesse reminds us to make more phone calls so that way that we are able to get the help we need. I keep forgetting I have to look up here and not down here at myself, even though I really just want to look at myself because I look like a crazy person right now. Um, but yeah, things are going great. Things are going great. We are self-soothing right now as a way of narcissism. That's what we're doing right now, narcissism. I think the first book I want to read right now would be the first chapter of Otto Kernberg's book that I've been excited about reading. I've been having a little bit of an episode lately where I don't feel like reading, even though I have all these wonderful books, and it upsets me that I don't feel like reading. So hopefully, me on here encourages me to read more and to educate myself more, so that way I'm not sad and I'm happy and I'm still smiling. Today is day 28 since the incident, and I'm still chugging along. I'm looking for a therapist who specializes in borderline personality disorder or possibly disorder, dissociative identity disorder, or PTSD. Medication time. I already took my meds, so don't need to do that anymore because I desperately needed those meds. I couldn't wait until 8 o'clock exactly. So, Snapple is for breakfast. Because right now the body dysmorphia is telling me that I can't. I also put some lotion on because my arms and my hands are really dry right now. Uh, I might start working out in a little bit. I'll grab my weights and start doing my pull up arm things that you guys are seeing me do on my last stream. Um, let's just be happy today. Let's be happy, healthy, and wonderful. Where's my little birdie at? Little birdie, what book will I read? Little birdie, come sing to me. What was my rhyme that I made? Something about a little birdie. But I'm gonna place you guys right there. And I'm gonna scooch on forward. Just trying to brush my hair. Maybe I'll do that right now. I really want to put my hair in a braid, so that's why. Let's see, can you guys still hear me if I'm all the way over here? I think you can. It's possible. I'm also not wearing any pants right now because I don't wear pants to bed, so I'll make sure to turn the camera off before I get off and get books and stuff. Thankfully, the books are still within reach, so. Okay. My big bag of books. Ah, here it is. What's the rhyme that I made for myself yesterday? Oh, it goes, little birdie, speak to me. Little birdie, what will I read? That's the rhyme. And that's a pen that almost flew me in the face. That pen just almost flew in my face, and I don't even know why. It just happened. It just happened like that. All right. Greek. Are we feeling Greek today, everybody? What's the consensus? Are we feeling Greek? Otto Kernberg. Otto Kernberg it is. Let's see. We have a law book in here, just so that way I'm more well informed about my laws and rights as a mental health patient and as a person of the American civilization. We also have Otto Kernberg right here. So I'm going to have the same thing pulled up. I might put a little bit of Mozart on so that way I have something in the background for me to listen to while I'm talking to you guys and reading about Otto Kernberg. Let me get this started. I want 1 hour long of Mozart. Actually, let's see if there's 8 hours. Oh yeah, we're doing 8 hours. And it has everybody. It has Chompin, it has Boss Bach. Oh my gosh. Yep, this is what I needed. All right. Well, I'm going to share that one with y'all so you can see the pretty picture. And I'm going to do this so you can still see pretty me. Because I am. Madison's Law of Motion, if you want to help me out with my GoFundMe or if you want to just share it, my GoFundMe's right there. It's at the top right hand corner. It's called Law of Motion because Madison couldn't fit in there. But there's that. Okay. Otto Kernberg. Oh yeah, I remember the first chapter is called The Sexual Experience. Yep, we're gonna read it. Acknowledgements, I love you, but acknowledgements, we're gonna skip you for now. Love relations, okay. So, and again, this is the book, Love and Relations by Otto Kernberg. Basically, a great read in the psychoanalytic world that could help you out with narcissism theory. He's mostly known for his narcissism theory. So let's read. That sex and love are closely associated is hardly desirable. It should therefore come to no surprise that a book about love should start with a discussion of the biological and physiological roots of the sexual experience, which are intimately related. You guys are a little too loud. I can't hear myself read, so I'm gonna turn down the volume just slightly. So that way you're just, in the background like you're supposed to be. I need to check in to see if this is sounding right, sounding okay, sounding perfectly sane. If not, I am blurry as heck. Why? I bought this camera and everything, and I am still blurry. That is amazing. I think it would be best. You know what? I'm just gonna have to just roll with it because for me, I look perfectly visibly correct right now. I look great. For you guys, sorry, but it's just gonna be a blurry mess for you. So maybe you would want to see the pretty picture more than me. Let's try that. Yep, let's look at the pretty picture better than me. You guys can still hear me though, and I can still play. I'll probably have it a little bit louder. Just a smidge louder. Oh wait, did I remember to share the sound? Hold on, let me fix this real quick. Yeah, share audio tab. Okay, share. There we go. That's what I wanted. Alrighty, let's get back to it. So, we were at the beginning of this. Okay, discussing the psychological roots of the sexual experience, which are intimately related because the biological aspects constitute the matrix within the psychological aspects may develop. Let us begin by exploring the biological factors, the biological roots of sexual experience behavior. In tracing the development of human sexual characteristics, we see that as we advance along biological scale of the animal kingdom, particularly when coming along low animals with primates and humans, the psychological interactions between infant and caregiver play an increasingly significant role in determining sexual behavior, and there is a relative decrease in control by generic and hormonal factors. My principal sources for this overview to follow are Money and Ellen Hart's 1972 pioneering work in this area and the subsequent advances summarized by Clooney L. in 1979 and Bencroft in 1989 and McConney in 1983. So he's just citing his sources, which is what every good author should be doing. Sorry if I goof up on their names a little bit. In the early stages of its development, the mammalian embryo has the potential to be made male or female. Undifferentiated gonads differentiated into other testes or ovaries, depending on the genetic code represented by the different characteristics of the 46XY chromosome pattern for males and the 46XX pattern for females. Primitive gonads in humans may be detected from the 6th week of gestation when under the influence of the genetic code. Testicular hormones are selected in males. The Mullerian? We're gonna figure out how to say that word. Translate. Okay, what have I been saying? Gonads? What the frick is a gonads? Okay, let's first GOANDS. Oh, GONADS. Glands. I am dyslexic and can't read. But those are glands. I thought they were gonads or gonads. GONALGON. That's how you spell glands, but there's no L. GONADS. GONADS. Gonad. I was right. It's not glands. Okay, so I was right. Gonad. It's an organ that produces gametes and testes or ovaries. Gonad. Okay. What about this one? This Mueller whatever. MULLERIAN. Muellerin. Oh, it's a mimicry. Okay, mimicry and phenomenon in which two or more well-defined species, often foul-tasting and sharing common predators, have come to mimic each other's honest warning signs. Okay, so the Muellerin. Okay, so gonads and Muellerin is just something I just recently learned right now, so let's keep reading. Primitive gonads in humans may be detected about the 6th week of digestion when under the influence of the genetic code. Testicular hormones are selected in males. The Muellerin duct inhibiting hormone, which is definizing effect on the gonadal structure, and testosterone, which promotes the growth of internal and external muscle organs, particularly the Wolfen ducts. Wolfen ducts? What the frick is that? I don't get any of this. This is confusing. I feel like I have to be on a different intellectual level in order to read this. So, Otto Kernberg, we're gonna take a break from you because ADHD is not helping. Let's do a Melanie Klein. Melanie Klein, she's a woman who pioneered the work for psychoanalytics in children. I have her book right here. It's a really old book. They said to be very careful with it because it's a really old book. This one is her Melanie Klein, The Psychoanalytic of Children. She basically thought of the theory of the, I forgot what it was called. Frick, brain is not working right now. Well, brain is never working right now, so that's that's just part of the charm. But psychoanalytic of children. There's papers in here that are important. I'm gonna put them right there. Let me go back to here, making sure I can see that I'm perfect. Okay. The technique of children analysis. Psychological foundation of children analysis. The technique of early analysis. Let's do technique of early analysis. Oh my god, you guys can't smell this book, but this book has that old book smell that I absolutely love. I love that old book smell. Actually, let's just start at the beginning. I mean, I keep wanting to jump around in chapters, but for psychoanalytics, and especially if it's Melanie Klein, I'm going to want to read this cover to cover. Alrighty. Okay. Let's go. The psychoanalytical foundations of children's psychoanalytics. Psychoanalytical foundations of child analysis. Psychoanalytics has led to the creation of new child psychology. Psychoanalytic observations have taught us that even in their earliest years, children experience not only sexual impulses and anxiety, but also great disappointments. Along with the belief in the asexuality of the child has gone to the belief that the paradise of childhood. These are the conclusions which we are gained from both analysis of adults and the direct observation of children, and which are confirmed and supplemented by the analysis of small children. Let me begin with the help of examples by sketching a picture of the mind of the young child that I have learned to know it from these early analyses. My patient Rita, who has been beginning her treatments, was 2 3/4 years old, had a preference for her mother till the end of the first year. After she showed a remarkably greater fondness for her father, together with a good deal of jealousy of the mother. For instance, when she was 15 months old, she had repeatedly to express a desire to be left alone in the room with her father, and to sit on his knee and look at books with him. At the age of 18 months, her attitude changed once more, and her mother was reinstalled as the favorite. At the same time, she began to suffer from night terrors and fear of animals. She grew more and more strongly fixated upon her mother and developed an intense dislike for her father. At the beginning of her 3rd year, she became increasingly absent and difficult to manage until at last, at the age of 2 3/4, she was brought to me to be analyzed. At that time, she had a very marked obsession neurosis. She exhibited obsessive ceremonials and altered between goody-goodness mixed with feelings of remorse and uncontrollable naughtiness. She had attacks of moodiness, which showed all the signs of a melanic depression, and in addition, she suffered from severe anxiety and extensive inhibition in play, a total inability to tolerate any kind of frustration, and an excess woefulness. These difficulties make the child almost impossible to manage. See, Melanie Klein just writes, I think, better and easier to understand. So, what I understood from the first page is this first subject, Rita. She comes to Melanie Klein with all of these disorders, and she wants Melanie Klein to help out, or the mother wants Melanie Klein to help out with it. Rita's case clearly showed that the poor Nocturus, which appeared at the age of 18 months, was a neurotic working order of her Oedipus conflict. Her attacks of anxiety and rage, which turned out to be the genuine repetition of her night terrors, and her difficulties as well were closely connected with strong feelings of guilt arising from the early Oedipus conflict. I will now turn to consider the contents and the cause of these early feelings of guilt by referencing or to another case. Trude, aged 3 years old and 9 months, repeatedly played make-believe in her analysis that it was nighttime and that we were both asleep. She then used to come softly over to me from the opposite corner of the room, which was supposed to be her own bedroom, and threatened me in various ways, such as she was going to stab me in the throat, throw me out the window, burn me up, take me to the police, etc. She would want to tie my hands and feet, or she would be lifting up the rug on the sofa and say that she was doing po kauai kuki, which thus it turned out meant that she wanted to look inside her mother's bottom for the cactus feces, which signified children to honor. What? So another client she had named Trude was a little bit more mentally ill. She wanted to look upside her mother's bum. Melanie Klein, I hope you're not leading me down the wrong path here. But let's continue reading. On another occasion, she wanted to hit me in the stomach and declared that she was taking out my AA's stool and was making me poor. She then seized the cushions, which she repeatedly called children, and hid herself with them behind the sofa. There she crouched in the corner with an intense expression of fear, covered herself up, and stuck her fingers and wetted herself. She used to repeat this whole process whenever she had made an attack on me. It corresponded to every detail with the way she had behaved in bed at the time when she was not hit too. She started to have severe nightmares. At that time too, she had to run into her parents' bedroom again and again at night without being able to say what it was that she wanted. By analyzing her wetting and dirtying herself, which stood for attacks upon her parents copulating with each other, these symptoms are removed. Trude was wanted to rob her pregnant mother of her child, to kill her, and to take her place in the not mother of her child, to kill her and to take her place in the kudius with her father. She was 2 years old when her sister was born, and in those impulses of hatred and aggression, which in her second year had gone and given rise to an increasingly strong fixation upon her mother, and had to a severe anxiety and sense of guilt, which found expression among the other things of the night terrors. I conclude from this that the small child's early anxiety and feelings of guilt have their origin in aggression trends connected with the Oedipus conflict. At the time when Trude was almost clearly exhibiting the behavior I have described in the analysis, she used to manage to hurt herself in some way almost every time before she came for an analytic session. Okay, so Oedipus conflict. She's mentioned it, I think, 3 times now, and I think I need a better understanding of what she means by the Oedipus complex. So I know Oedipus the play because I'm a theater geek, and I know for a fact that the Oedipus complex has to deal with OEDIPUS Oedipus complex. Oedipus complex. Let me just grab my water real quick because I am thirsty. Gluck, gluck. Okay. It is a Freudian theory, which is funny, Sigmund Freud. The complex of emotions aroused in a young child, typically around the age of 4, by an unconscious sexual desire for the parent of the opposite sex and wish to exclude the parent of the same sex. This term was originally applied to boys, the equivalent to girls being called the Electra complex. Electra complex. So it's about kids discovering sexuality through their parents. That's a gross concept to think about. That's weird. I mean, like, it makes sense, if you think about the definition of it, as children, how are we supposed to know that, as primates, we are supposed to do it with others of this gender or this gender? Like, how are we supposed to know? And I think that comes down to the child at 4 years old and being the wanting to, because all of these psychoanalytics, like Otto Kernberg, even Marsha Linehan, she says that children at 4 years old are sponges. They're sponges. They're sponges, and they rely heavily on trying to make sure that they are functioning, like, on a super noble level. Like, they're constantly trying to absorb information when they're 4 years old. They're constantly asking questions. They're constantly doing things that we find weird, but again, trying to discover things. They're trying to discover something new, something old, something that probably hasn't been done before. So I can understand where they're coming from with that aspect, but Oedipus complex is just weird. Let me see if I can find a couple research theories on it. Okay, Oedipus complex. What is it and how does it work? Okay, verywellmind.com. I kind of want simply psychology. Okay, how it works. It's a theory of Sigmund Freud that occurs during in the philosophic age and the psychosexual development of boys. Okay, so here's an article. I can't really show it to you guys because I'm playing Mozart on the other one, but it's talking about the Oedipus complex and how it works. It's by Saul Macadoli, PhD. It was published on 20th of this year. Wow, February 20th. Ironic. Okay. The Oedipal complex is a term used by Sigmund Freud in his theory of the psychosexual stages of development and is the generic term for both Oedipus and Electra complexes. The Oedipal complex occurs during the phallic stage of development, which is ages 3 to 6, in which the source of libido, the life force, is concentrated in the erogenous zone of the child's body. During this stage, children experience an unconscious feeling of desire for their opposite sex parent and jealousy and envy towards their same sex parent. The Oedipus complex successfully revolves around boys being the identifying with the father as an indirect way to have the mother. Failure to resolve the Oedipus complex may what? Failure to resolve the problems may what? I can't see the other words. The Oedipus complex. The Oedipus complex is a theory of Sigmund Freud. It occurs during the phallic stage, blah, blah, blah. Envy and jealousy. Feelings of mother towards the father lead fantasies getting rid of the father and taking his place with the mother. The hostile feelings towards the father lead to castration, anxiety, and irrational fear that the father will castrate him as a punishment. To cope with the anxiety, the son identifies with the father. This means the son adopts and neutralizes the attitudes, characteristics, and values of the father holds. Personality, gender role, masculinity, dad-type behaviors. The father becomes a role model rather than a rival. Through this identification with the aggressor, boys acquire the superego and the male sex role. The boy substitutes desire for his mother and desire for other women. Freud, 1909, offered a Little Hans case study as evidence of the Oedipus complex. Little Hans, I remember reading about that. Let's jump. Before we continue on to Melanie Klein's Psychoanalytic of Children, let's move on to whatchamacallit. Let's see, graphics. I want. You're gonna look at this. And I'm back. Hope you guys didn't miss me too long. So, I grabbed all of my books that I had. We're going to now look at Sigmund Freud's Psychoanalytic, the Psychoanalytic Revolution. I've been reading this one off and on, and I have a couple chapters that I'm obsessed with. I think The Theory of Sexuality, The Works of 1905, End of Isolation. Works of 1905, 196. Okay, Works of 1905, only because it said in the article that Little Hans was a work that he was doing. So, fresh fuel was added to the fire of scandal which raged around the 3 essays on the theory of sexuality by the critical report which Freud published in the same year under the title Fragment of Analysis of a Case of Hysteria. Besides the usual reasons for indigestion, and Doria analysis provoked criticism which seemed to be more soundly based since Freud abandoning the doctor's necessary discretion. We don't want to read this anymore. It's boring. We want to switch to Greek literature. So I think I'm going to make that switch to Greek literature because everybody else is bored with this and Medusa doesn't feel like coming forward to read all this. So we're going to make the switch to Greek literature. Switch to Greek literature. Let's see. Where is my Greek books? I mean, I could read Interpretations of Dreams, but we're kind of all psychoanalytic out after doing it for 30 minutes straight. So, Works of 1905. I'm going to want to save that page. Let me see if I can grab my stuff. I'm just going to put a little sticky note in there. Like thusly, and just know that's the work of 1905 that I will read by myself when I don't have an audience. Okay, let's look at Greek literature for a little bit. I think the Grecans are calling for us, and I'm listening. Okay, where's my big book of Greeks? Let me see. My big book of Greeks. There you are. Okay, and my law school books. Alright, big book of Greeks. Here we go. The Greek myths and tales. Alright, I'm taking suggestions. If anyone wants to give me a suggestion on which one we want to read first. There's Perseus and the Gorgons, there's the introduction, there's the major Olympians. We haven't really done a lot of major Olympians. Let's do Aphrodite. Aphrodite is one that I've been wanting to read for a while. And then let's do the other deities. Let's do Hades next. Actually, switch that up. I want to do, which one do I not know of? I don't know of the Phoebus Apollo, but I really want to read Ares. Let's do Hepatitis. Hepatitis seems to be an interesting one. 59, only because he looks like Hepatitis V. Let me see. 59. Oh, Hepatitis. Alright, here we go. Settling in. Hepatitis, the son of Zeus and Hera, was the god of fire in its benefit aspect and the presiding deity over the workmanship accompanied by means of the useful element. He was universally honored not only as the god of all mechanical arts, but also as a house and heart deity, who exercised a beneficial influence on civilized society in general. Unlike the other great divinities, tongue-tied because I'm dyslexic. Let me get a drink of water real quick because I am a little thirsty. Alright. I was at deities. Oh. He was ugly and disformed, being awkward in his movements and limping in his gait. The later defected origin, as we have already seen, in the wrath of his father Zeus, who hurled him down from heaven in consequence of him taking the part of Hera in one of the domestic disagreements which so frequently arose between the royal pair. Hepatitis was a whole day falling from Olympus to earth, where he at length alighted on the islands of Lemnos, and inhabiting the country. Seeing him descending through the air, covered him in their arms, but in spite of their care, his leg was broken by the fall, and he remained ever afterwards lame in one foot. Grateful for the kindness of the Lemnians, he henceforth took his abode in their island, and there built himself a superb palace, and forges the pursuit in his own and vocation, whatever. He instructed the people how to work and metals, and also taught them other values and useful arts. It said that the work of Hepatitis was the most indigenous throne of gold, with the secret springs which he presided to Hera, and it was arranged in which a manner that was once seated. I think I heard my phone go off, but I don't know where it's at. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, first snack. And I have another text that I don't care about. Alright, let's continue reading. So he helped these people, he showed them useful arts. It was said that the first work of Hepatitis was the most indigenous to the throne of gold, which secret springs he presented to Hera. It was arranged in such a manner that once seated, she found herself unable to move, and though all the gold engraved and excited her, their efforts were unavailing. Hepatitis thus revenged himself on his mother for the cruelty she had always displayed towards him, on account of his want of comeliness and grace. Dionysus, the wine god, convinced, however, to intoxicate Hepatitis, and then introduced him to return to Olympus, where, after releasing the Queen of Heaven from her undignified position, he became reconciled to his parents. He now built for himself a glorious palace on Olympus of shining gold, and made for the other deities whose magnificent edifices which are inhabited. He was assisted in his various and exquisitely skillful works of art by two female statues of pure gold formed by his own hand, which possessed the power of motion and always accompanied him wherever he went. With the assistance of the Cyclops, he forged for Zeus his wonderful thunderbolts, thus investing his mighty father with a new power of terrible import. Zeus testified his appreciation of the precious gift by bestowing upon Hepatitis the beautiful Aphrodite in marriage, but it was a questionable boon, for the lovely Aphrodite, who was the personification of all grace and beauty, felt no affection for her ungainly and unattractive spouse, and amused herself by ridiculing his awkward movements and unsightly person. One occasion especially, when Hepatitis good-naturedly took upon himself the office of cupbearer to the gods, he hobbled gallantly with true art, created the greatest work amongst the celestials. It was in which he displayed loyal porn, and was the first to join with unconscious merit. Hepatitis is a sad story. Everyone hated him just because he was, a little messed up, and he was a brilliant dude. And Hepatitis made Zeus's thunderbolts. I didn't know that. I thought it was Hermes. It wasn't Hermes. Hermes is the one with the wings on their feet. You know what? This is why I'm rereading Greek literature, because I need to brush up on my Greek a little bit. Aphrodite greatly preferred Ares to her husband, and this preference naturally gave rise to much jealousy on the part of Hepatitis, and caused them great unhappiness. Hepatitis appeared to have been an indesirable member of the Olympic assembly, where he plays the part of smith, armorer, chariot builder, etc. As already mentioned, he constructed the palaces where the gods reside, fashioned the gold shields which they had controlled the air or water, built for them their wonderful chariots, and sawed with brass and horses and celestial breed, which conveyed these great gatherings of sorry, I'm dyslexic. Epicupages over land and sea. He also made the tripods which moved of themselves in and out of the celestial halls, formed for Zeus, the far-famed Aegeus erected the magnificent palace of the sun. He also created a brazen-fueled bills of Aeneas, which braided, framed from their nostrils, set forth clouds of smoke, and filled the air with their roaring. Among the most renowned works of art for the use of the mortals were the armor of Achilles and Athenians, the beautiful necklace of Harmonia, and the crown of Ardian. But his masterpiece was Pandora, of whom a detailed account was already been given. There was a temple of Mount Etna erected in his honor, which none but the pure and virtuous were permitted to enter. The entrance to the temple was guarded by dogs, which possessed the extraordinary facility of being able to discriminate between the righteous and the unrighteous, falling upon and pressing the goods was they rushed upon all evildoers and drove them away. Epictetus is usually represented as a powerful, brawny, and a very muscular man of middle height and mature age. His strong, uplifting arm is raised in the act of striking the anvil with a hammer, which he holds in one hand, whilst the other is in tuning a thunderbolt, which an equal beside him is waiting to carry to Zeus. The principal set of his workshop was the island of Lemnos, where he regarded with particular veneration. Well, it seems like Hepatitis is actually the worksmith for it. Then Hepatitis must be the one that makes all of the things and makes it possible so that way, excuse me, sorry I burped in your guys' ear, makes it possible for everybody to do all the things that he does. For all the credit he gets, he doesn't get anything. That's really sad. I feel kind of bad for him. But again, poor Hepatitis. I want to mark this page so that way we know I already read it. I'm just gonna pop a little sticky right here just to know that I already read Hepatitis. And it's been read. Read and reread. Alright, what should be my next one? For my one viewer that I have. My one viewer, if you have any suggestions, you could type it out in the chat and I would be able to see it, but I think I might start braiding my hair, talk about some ramblings. I might do Ares next, because Ares is a good one. We're showing Pallas Athenan. Oh, Athena. Worshipping Apollo, god of prophecy, Phoebus Apollo, and Phoebus Athena, or Pallas Athena. Yeah, I might do Athena next. I'm definitely doing Athena next. So let me put a sticky note in there. And let me make sure that I keep this book near me. But I really want to braid my hair right now. Speakers that everyone's awake. Beautiful day out. Am I the only one that gets awestruck by beauty when it's raining? Like, I just love the rain. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be raining, but
visiting and live with around. But I'm not sure everybody else was quiet because everyone was kind of taking a shower today and everyone looked at the phone at the same time. Oh yeah, my brush. I want to pigtails for Willow because she wants to do braids right now, and I might watch a little bit of Little Pony because it's a short. But other than that, it's just I'm not sure if you guys can still hear me even with music being that loud, but we'll test it. Not really sure. More lotion because my dry ass needs it. Oh, I gotta go outside for this. a cucumber? Because you, why would you want to keep a cucumber? I don't get why. Wait, first, well, what bothers me is you keep a cucumber. Like, wouldn't there be, I guess, the coming off of that thought that we don't need a queue here. We have a queue in other words. We don't need it in this one. Sure. No, I think everyone is not going to come back. There's a queue in a lot of words, but not in cucumber, and that makes me very, very uncomfortable. If I have boundaries, the boundaries are pussy and cucumber. I mean, that should make sense. But then this, somebody from Oxford, here is for everyone. Not having a queue in cucumber makes people uncomfortable. I'll be your first test subject. How does cucumber sound to you? Oh, it sounds like it has queue in it. Ready? Now? Then that sucks. You know Oxford. Oxford has one of those smooth people. They're cute. Yeah, I don't want to make fun of Oxford people. Oxford people are probably smarter than that too. Or too smart to have them too, actually, possibly. They invented that cute. People from Oxford. Did you know all the case studies girls from Oxford University? The girls that number one research university studies. That makes sense. They have to do all that case studies if they weren't the number one research university in the United States. It's like having a favorite grandkid. It's like it's like saying, "Oh yeah, you're my favorite son." Yeah, wouldn't it be sad if you weren't favorite? That would be terrible. I said it to my brother a lot. I said, "You're my favorite brother." And you're only brother. But really, it's something you have to do for But it was great. It was like, little scumbag. Scumbag. is the skincare. Oops. And I use it on very, very easy. Makes it all light and fluffy. I have a little bit of lip on my cheeks. Now, don't make fun of me for this. Let me know that you're supposed to have it in your mouth and hold it in your because yeah, that will be fine. Don't make fun of me too much. No judgment, no judgment zone. I love this foundation. Alright, so this is clean toothbrush. Everything looks spicy now. If it's right, I might put up because I feel like it's too much light coming in. I might put up maybe 3.5. So that way it limits the light source and I'm better visible easily. Okay, because I need to eat something desperately right now. I just took my medication and I need to eat. I got Cheerios and I got Crunch. I'm feeling the crunch. Finally ate something. That's good. Next thing I want to do is I really want to do makeup. So, this is in no way, shape, or form is going to be makeup for me, but it's dark enough to where you can see it. Perfect! Light here. Natural light is like the enemy, but also the friend. As a theater kid, I learned that. Yeah. Maybe I just need to sit higher. Light exposure, it's still too damn much. I don't want to cover my entire face with good light. I'm like good up here. You know, maybe I just need to stand. I'm gonna stand. It's good for you, and I have enough books to put you guys on top of it, so that way I can be able to stand. I have this little mirror to work with, so here is the so just when you're looking right here, if you're looking at your nose, well, let's do from here. So I do not there are collaborators in the I should be talking to you. I don't know why I took a big one, but I want to see myself. Now, what I like to do is I really need a stiff brush for my eyebrows. So I will do a little trick like this. I get some eyelash glue. Put a dollop on my finger. Dollop of glue on my finger. Push it together, pinch it, squeeze it. Make sure it's tacky. And then I will because I want the sharpest point possible. Wait till it's tacky, and then I'll just. Call me disgusting, but that's kind of just how I do my eyebrows. Then I gotta flick them all up. I usually have some hairspray to help me with that so they stay in place. I think I brought my. No, I don't think I did. Okay, well, we'll just do brand. I usually have an entire array of kit stuff with me to help me out. Now this brush just gives me the generic shape of my front eyebrow, so I have something to work with. And so that way I got twins and not sisters. Because we all know when we're doing makeup, we want twins, not sisters. Cousins are worse. That's the worst. It's like asking for a pregnancy test. See, I look funky now, but wait till the magic happens. Once my brush is dry, I do it on the tip of my thumb. I go in and start adding it to the shape out the sides. And I don't bother being like too cute. I put the maximum out because I want to make sure that I'm doing it right. Well, how many of the hair is tall and do this at the same time? I don't think it's hard just to concentrate straight line and trying to look on the face. And again, it's okay if it gets a little messy. There's a solution to that. The solution's actually quite easy. There! Alright, now let me show you how I perfect it. Handy dandy toilet paper that I think all of us have in our bathroom, hopefully. And I grab a little bit of what is it called? Where'd it go? Oh, was it in the bathroom? Oh, there. Was in the bathroom. This is a makeup use because it's sensitive on the skin. And I usually grab a brush when I do this. I need a sharp pointed brush. Or paper. Deep it in. I can make this a little cute. I'm lazy and I don't do it. Yep, clean. That was like a little little bit more natural, but not so boxy. See, you make this look the perfect brow. Alright, now to do this side. Left side is my challenging side. So, let me grab my Q-tip music. And again, light and airy. Light and airy is what we're looking for. This side, needs a little brush, but this side needs a lot of brush. Really dark here. Now, because my left side, I'm missing a lot of hair, I tend to overdraw my left side a lot. Because I put my eyebrows all the way up until middle school and I thought I could. I got being hairy was bad thing. Like so. Now, to make have it straight across like the other side, what I will do is they are at the exact same point I want them to be by the corner of my eyes. Now, instead of using a brush, give it again in my little makeup mouth. See? Now I got eyebrows. No bit too much. And now we got eyebrows, so we can be great. Before I learned how to do all of this, it took me like hours to do my eyebrows. This one looks way too thin. Right. Any kind of a suggestion. But let's fix these hairs, fill it in properly. I want it to taper down all the way to. So I'll go back and fix and tweak and do all that fun stuff at the same time. This side looks really quickly on this side, so maybe we need brush it a little bit more. Now, the rest of it, order recipes to base them together. Pieces are a little bit different, so they are kind of physical good as well. But again, I am a perfectionist. I think I might try to make this side longer. It looks like I learned. Makeup is suggestion, which is what I'm learning. So, it looks good to me, it looks good to me. The very lightest amount of concealer. I use Revlon, cheapest concealer I can find, and I use this little Now I just want to do a dollop under each eye and on all my little areas. She's looking all crazier than usual. I might use to tap all this out because I don't want my face to be entirely pink. Put the sunscreen on, girls. Roll and shine. It's a little too much. Take this because this already has like pink stuff on it, and it's a little dirty. Gonna put some in. And done. Now that we're all nice and hot powder. I usually use this little thing and put it in the right part. because my skin is naturally blue toned, and that's usually why I go pinker than usual. So, and I give myself a little bit of a highlight. A nice fluffy brush. This is a little bit dirty, but we are going to use it anyway. Yep, it's still got some black pigment in it, so hopefully okay, now we take a nifty difty brush, dip it in that powder stuff, and just start dusting. Dusting when you can. Dusting all around. Dusting a little bit everywhere. What we do is we're going to go back in with some pigment. We're going to make some lines. Look at that. Make it look almost. So this is the contour brush. We're going to try to make different colors. We're looking at the shade. Alright, next we're going to go with the, once I've cleared out the inner part, going in with the paint. And then this will clear. Usually, if I don't have the brush that I'm looking for, I'll go with my finger. Just silhouette dusting. Silhouette dusting. Okay. I don't have my usual makeup stuff with me, but I usually have all of my good bits and layers stuff that I do all the makeup I want to do. I don't have them with me. I don't even have mascara, which is probably going to have to ask a family member to provide me for some of that. And because this is my only good fluffy brush, I want to keep it as my good fluffy brush. I don't want to mix it with other colors. So I'm kind of just stuck using my hands for now. Everything down. Someone's forehead, at least around the hairline, brings in color for me. Now on the bronzer. Get my pinky in it. How many times it is? Yep, that's one nose. Pinky, move down. If I don't use the candy, it's blood. You could come down a little bit. Oh, she's sick. Usually do a little bit up here with the paint. So it gives me some type of tan. They should call this the Makeup of Fingers Challenge. Alright, now it's time for the color. So for eye color, two brushes. So I'm going to use this lipstick for it because it's supposed to be a lip cheek color. So it's supposed to be used for a lot of different things. So I'm going to get right down the hand. And start in outside, work my way in. I like this because it's a pointy brush too, so I can take some of this and do the underneath lashes. Tap it out. Then I usually grab a little bit extra powder. setting powder and tap that out around. Just kind of cool. Transition back and forth between the two, giving me that color now. That's one. Setting powder on the outer sides, blending all that out so I don't have any harsh creases. Yep, that's one eye lifted. Lifted to the guys. I need to get up in there with food and water. But that's one I done. More. Not add it to the sides with the I hope you're having fun watching me go crazy. Take some powder, pictures. Wow, she's gorgeous. You guys can probably see it as well. I'm a little bit too dark, but it matches the hair. I have a little jewel I could put on. Because this is about to be a lot sharper. Where I want the black to be. I need a pretty precise brush, which is where this comes in. So, take some of of my eyebrow stuff. Gonna line. Where I want the black to be. Maybe the perfect line. Okay, now let's pray to the gods for the we're taking it back to 2000. There we go, that's a pretty woman. I think the brown just looks nice. Ooh, look at her. That would look more like it. Well, actually, they look more like twins and sisters. I had it wrong. Over there, right. When I naturally have to open the clothes temporarily, so I have to do the wing a little bit bigger than usual to keep up with it. So it's okay. Still a little bit open. But my eyes are naturally when I'm looking finally. Okay. I might add a little bit more. Oh, I look fierce. She looks even fierce. I'm scared of her if I was looking at the truth. I want to add, okay, black. I'm going to add a little bit of black. To darken up this hip line. I messed up on my left side. Now I gotta fix it. But my right side looking pretty fun. Yeah. Put it on the wall here. Black triangle. Put it there. Take another black triangle. Two up there. And honestly, honey, I'm somebody from theater, so bedazzling my face is like second nature. I don't feel comfortable unless my face is fully bedazzled. So I have my little jewels. I'm gonna need a little bit more glue though. Second nature, honey. And I want to add a black triangle to each part. And maybe smoke out the center of the line, but I think this is gorgeous. Point where I need to go add some milk or some mascara and lip. And I'm back. Hopefully you guys were bored. But I found glitter, Wet n Wild glitter stuff. This was my mom's highlighter stuff, and it's pretty glittery. So I'm gonna put some of that on my lid. Then I'm gonna go back in with my lip tint stuff, blended it out. Alright, now because I just lost my liners, I'm gonna bring that right back on, but I'm gonna use mascara to go time. Mascara is better black. There we go. I want to do a splash of pink in one of the inner corners of my eyes. I'm gonna take a drag of my sword. That's bad. I don't want to ruin this lipstick. There we go. How's she looking? Pretty fine. Alright, now I want to give her some more highlighter. So I'm going to go in with this little bit of a darker color and brighten up these cheeks a little bit. There we go. Alrighty. how she looking. She's looking cute. Now I want to give myself a Harley Quinn little tip too, so I might use the mascara for that. I'm going to go underneath my this eye, like a little beauty mark. Now this can either make or break. That looks so cute. Alright, so I'm gonna test it out, fill it up, make it look a little bit better. I need like a pointy bit. Very, very sharp bridge. And we'll do a little layer hack again. Which is already stiff enough as it is, but there. Don't I just look pretty though? Like absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. I want more sparkle in the eyes because I'm dead on the inside. More sparkle in the eyes, but not dead on the inside. And then lipstick and this looking good. That is really using one stuff or lips and the lips. Very interesting. Now she's a pretty woman. She's gorgeous and she has all stuff all over her hands and she needs to get rid of it. So yeah, that's my makeup for today. At least I think I look pretty damn stunning. Like with the cheek part and everything. Let me get the full feel of it. Let me put my hair down. Gotta get my hair down first. It's sitting braids for a while. Over an hour. The hair is usually what sells it. The hair is usually the selling point for the makeup for me. And I think transform it into a beautiful caterpillar. Alright, let me go get my spray, keep my hair this nice and fluffy, and I will do. Oh wait, I didn't do lashes yet. I'm done. Forgot to do the most important part, lashes, which probably don't need, but still will do. Now lashes are tricky for me because I don't want to mess up all the makeup I just did on top of my eye, but I also want to still have some pretty feathery lashes. No, this is the concentrating part. Daddy always said never put too much makeup on. Now you see me doing this on a live stream. So there you go. There's it is. I like that voice a lot. That's a catchy voice. I like to model my characters after Crazy or different characters. Like this voice is modeled after Harley Quinn. This is the Quinn voice. And maybe that's what this makeup look is inspired by. Inspired by Harley Quinn. Let's just say that for the Quinzellians out there. But let me finish. Oh my god, that's another thing. I can do accents. Well, I have an Irish accent I need to put up for a while, so I might be doing that soon too. Yeah, I have a good Irish. A good Irish that I did. I did Argyle, Eric Argyle. What do you think I should go for Eric Argyle? You know, changing your accent, it makes you feel like you're a different ethnicity. Well, not really ethnicity, it's probably the wrong word I'm looking for. You from a different point of origin. I can go an entire day talking like this for a day. I want to say, hey, little pickle, but actually come up to me and be, hey, are you actually from Ireland? And I'd be like, well, do I sound like I'm from it? And they'd probably be like, a little bit. So I'd be like, what if I go British? What if I go a little bit down here? Go down here in the Brits. Anyone from the Brits? They probably think that I'm from Oxford. Oxford, where all the good research is done from. But then again, I want to go back to Harley Quinn. Because Harley Quinn now, she's a role that needs to be recognized a little bit more. I think I did it without messing up my lashes. Ah, oh my gosh, and I'm beautiful. Now I just need the outfit to prove it. Proof it in the pudding is what I always say. Alright, let me go give this back to my mother so that way she does not murder me for keeping her stuff for too long. But I look gorgeous. I'm gonna go get the hairspray too so I can keep this going on for all day. The cleanup process is probably the worst part, but I'm taking this, and what else did I take with her? Oh, okay. I'll be back. now it's time for the cleanup, which is my worst part that I hate the most. But maybe if I put a little bit of country on, mom would help me. That's right. You made the mess, you put okay. Yeah, I get that. Well, I want to take all this off of my arm first. And how good this does taking off will give me an indication of how many can't take off tonight. Because I have to remove all this off tonight. Brushes go back into the brushes again. Brushes go back in the brushes again. And take some of the peelers and such. Go back in the peeler bin. Peeler bin right here. Peeler. Get up. Close and swap up. Put it all back in. And then we'll get the sponge. Alright, now let's look at TikTok to see what they think how pretty it is that I actually did to myself. ¿Dónde está haciendo todo? Right here. Are you up? Grocery store? Yep, I'm go. I'm gonna change from this live stream it a little bit. But curly hair and all, I love this. Okay, so I just did my makeup on live stream and I want opinions, thoughts, critics, anything. I'm still live streaming right now. That's my mirror that I was using, but I'm still live streaming. Not for too much longer because I have to go do some grocery shopping. And I was doing accents earlier and I was blinking out for a second because I wanted to have a little heart on the side of my face because I wanted to do it for a little prince. So I was doing accents and everything. So if you still want to join me, come join me on my channel. It's the Penguin channel. So come join my live stream. It's really fun. I try to make them as fun as possible. Alrighty, now I need help getting an outfit that would match all of this beautiful creativity I just did. So I know what jacket I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using the jacket that I wore yesterday, which is a tan jacket. And I'm going to hang this mirror back right there. So I'm fully cleaned up.
focus my ADHD on anything but dyeing my hair green. That was a little rhyme that I came up by myself because I wanted to dye my hair really bad, and I might dye my hair really bad. So stay tuned for that because I might live stream when I'm dyeing my hair. I don't think I'm gonna need to wash my hair. I think putting the hairspray and the products that I did just put into it, it should be fine to still dye it. But again, safer, safer than not. I almost said safer sorry than safer. Better safe than sorry. So now we're gonna move over here to the closet. And this light, this is my main light, this is my chair ball, this is my snack stand, which I should be eating right now. I feel like I just completely forgot about Captain Crunch. Okay. So this is the jacket I wore yesterday. It's heavy, but this is the jacket I was thinking of wearing again. So maybe that. I don't think lighting. Yep, and then I'm gonna do it. I could probably do this one again. Okay. What is it? Yeah, I think so too. I think this is it. And you know what? This with the lemon, with the red one. So that was the one when we were going shopping. Alright, I need to use the restroom. I'm gonna be right back. For now, listen to this. I'm gonna turn my camera off real quick.
I'm gonna put a pause on chomping real quick, and I need some advice. So let me take away some of the books here. So this is the outfit. Cute, I know. I need some advice on the shoes. Now, I'm not sure if I should go heel today or if I should go boot. It is raining and I really want to do boot, so boot might win. I have Spider-Man socks. Let me see how I feel with each. And if I go with shoe, then the shoe will just have to be a different color. The boots. I think these boots are gonna win. Yep, I think the boot wins. The boots look better with them. Yeah, boots look better. Ooh. Sorry, pretty baby heel. I'll wear you some other time. Alright, and then we got. Then I'm set. Not sure if I want to tuck these in or not. I think I had a different way to tie it. It makes me like it better. Let's see. I think I had both of them inside like this. Yeah, that feels natural. Shimmy on the skirt a little bit, but yeah. I feel like going somewhere else that's not shopping. But I look cute. I like it. This is a really good jacket too. It's really comfy and it covers up really well. So bundle. Right, and put this in my inner pocket. This in here. Close. Right there. Jewelry. I need to pick jewelry. So definitely my key. It's kind of the signature staple is to have the key there. Rings. With this, I work really hard on my hair, but I really desperately want to put long earrings in. think I'll put my butterfly ones. Yeah, my big butterfly ones. Butterfly and butterfly. I really want to get my ears pierced today. Hopefully I can. Just stay tied like that. Just loosely there. And then the skirt on the bottom, popping the collar at the top, the key. Yeah, I feel cute. I feel like really like fashion runway model cute. Like I'm not about to just go get groceries right now. I do want to wear my watch and everything, but you're not gonna be able to see it anyways, so don't see the point in that. Cute earrings that I want to put in so bad. I also want to get my ears pierced, so that. Now I smell like warm vanilla. Alright, now I'm just sitting and waiting for my mom. I mean, I could, just ramble around and stuff. You guys can see my makeup a little bit better now. She's cute. She's got glitter. She's got diamonds everywhere. Alright. Now, let me see. I might ruffle around and clean my room a little bit because it desperately needs to be cleaned. Don't fail me now. Yeah. You ready? Alright, I got mine on. I'm sorry, so stupid. Glasses complete the look. Alrighty then, ladies and gents. I know the glasses covers up all that pre-makeup that I just did, but I might bring them with me just in case. I want to look extra pretty. But I have to have self-confidence, and I think Medusa's going to help me with that. Because I feel pretty right now. So, here we go. Put that there. And let's listen to the rest of the classical Mozart while I still find myself. Hill, my name is Hill, done a little jittery, but I probably will need them when I'm out and about, so I'm keeping that on me. I want to bring a snack out with me, and I want to bring some wings, because I am hungry. Uh-huh. Just gonna fill in that basket. There, now I have a snack on me, just in case I need it. I'm trying not to take a purse. Alright, well, bye guys. Thank you for seeing, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Watch my other things that I have.